Hello crochet crafters. Today we're going to go ahead and finish up the snout of our pig. We're working in the round. If you're not sure how to work in the round flat, I have a how-to video right after this one for working in the round. We did 13 rounds for the face. We added some knotted eyes. We added the ears in a different tutorial. And now we did 4 rows of working in the round for the hot pink. And we're going to place this. Now I suggest placing it just a little bit under where you started for the face, and you can actually get some pins and pin this in place if you want afterwards to make sure that that's where you want it. But I'm going to give you a little tip. You want to make sure that you don't sew through to the back because you want the back to look as good as the front. But on this piece, we're going to create the snout first and then put it on, because it doesn't matter how much gobbledygook you have on the back of that. So using your Lily Sugar and Cream 100% cotton yarn, you can actually knot it. And if you're not sure where you want the snout to go, it's usually 2 markings. Again, you can pin it. And I'm just going to knot that, because again, I don't care, because that's going to be sewn down. And I'm going 2 rows in, and then I'm going to go 2 rows down this way to create the snout's nose. Right there, kind of the markings that way. And then I'm going to pull it over to this side and come in through, and then I'm going to go 2 down. And if I like the way that looks, we'll just go with it. So see, you've already got 2 pieces of yarn. I actually am not sure if I like the way that turned out, so I'm going to try to go back through. I think it came out a little bit crooked on that side. I'm not really crazy about that. That's why I suggest pinning it. Don't pay any attention to me, but there. So I think I am going to go into that next spot. It really is just about, and even if you pin it, you still may not like the way it looks when you came through. Now, I like that a little bit better. So basically, I'm just going to take this in the back and kind of, I don't want to do that with my yarn here, my pink. Hopefully you left a long tail so you can sew your pink in. But I'm just going to knot this so that it doesn't come out after I sew it. I didn't want it to be that much of a knot, but it doesn't really matter because it's not gonna, it's just, and even if it puffs up a little bit, that's even better because it makes the snout look great. So when you are sewing this part on, you want to make sure, just like you do with any of your pot holders, that you only pick up the front loop. So picking up that front loop right under there is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to come back through this first one right there. And then I could have actually gone through both of them at the same time to show you, but I wanted to make sure that you saw that you go through both of those loops. And then going to the next stitch over. And this sometimes can be a little bit tedious, and I understand, but you want to make sure you work it this way, and you're always consistent with your stitches too, because as you can see, when you work the stitch, it's going to show. So if you do it all different ways when you're sewing, it's actually going to be a hot mess. So you want to make sure when you're coming through. And if you want to like skip every other stitch, you can do that. So you've skipped one, and you skipped one right there, going back through, and then you can take it through to the next one, because every other one's going to be fine for the face. And again, taking it through, coming through that way. So basically, you can see where this face is actually going to end up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this all the way around. And again, see, I can show you nothing in the back, so that when I go to sell this at Lori's Handiwork on Etsy, it looks professional, and you want yours to look professional as well, so that you can give it to a family member or friend. So anyways, I will show you next how to work in the round, and I appreciate you joining me. Please visit me and like me on Lori's YouTube channel, which is Lori's Handiwork. Thank you.